Hello, my name is Dick Marcus, and I am from D'Addario Music Instruments and Company out of New York, and I work with the percussion products, Evans, Pure Sound, and ProMark. I am the Business Development Manager, and what I do is I do presentations like this, but I'm here to talk about what we are doing with the Evans, specifically Level 360, which is a technological change to the shape of drumheads. So the issue for drummers is understanding the most important part of our drum is the bearing edge, is the bead, the very top. And for those of you that might be guitar players, this is synonymous with the bridge of a guitar. And we know that if the string doesn't ride carefully on the bridge, if the bridge isn't fitting the face of the guitar properly, you won't get the sound, the resonance from the instrument. And a drum is very similar. This is so important that it be clean and level, regardless of the angle of the bearing edge. There's not a right or a wrong, just so it's consistent. So what we're addressing is the change in drums over the last 10 years versus the shape of a drum head. Using a traditional drum head, the issue we're looking at is the radius. And the radius is this part we refer to as the collar or the crown. What happens with a traditional drum head is the drums tend to sit into the radius, which means the head will rock. So the issue is that the head rocks because the bearing edge is pushing into this radius area, pushing the head aside. There's nothing wrong with the heads, it's just that the drums have changed over the last 10 years, and most of the drum head companies haven't addressed the issue. What we did at Evans, starting mid-2012, is we changed the shape of the collar so that when the drum head goes on the shell, it fits perfectly around the shell. You can even spin the head. The bead, the bearing edge of the shell, is on the flat part of the head, very much like a timpani. So the flat on the bearing edge allows the head to have more vibration. Consequently, as a player, you get more mids and lows. With a traditional head, as a player, we all know to get it to fit, we have to put the counter hoop on the drum and crank it down. And yes, it works, but I'm already having to start with a higher pitch than perhaps I'm going to want in the end. So with the Level 360 collar that we're using on our Evans heads, the head just sitting on the drum alone without even any tension, we're starting to get some sustain. So what I've done is I've put the drum head on the shell and I've just finger tightened the key rods. I haven't tuned the drum, I haven't tightened it, I've just finger tightened it. But the thing that you will not see is wrinkles. And the reason you don't see wrinkles is because, again, the Level 360, which is level 360 round, it's the flat part of the head going over the bearing edge, not the curve, so it's not pushing it up. So consequently, much like a timpani head, even just finger tightening it, I'm going to get some basic sounds. Again, the drum is not tuned, I've just finger tightened it to get it on. Basically, as a player, I can go from the red box we ship our heads in to the drum, and within 20 seconds, it's playable.